Hello friends, 691 days of war. Starting from the southern war zone on Kherson front, Ukrainians carried out attack from Peshanovka island. However, no changes and similar was towards their attack on Cossack camps. As far as Krinky is concerned, heavy encounter battle continues, causing losses to both the sides. No changes. On Zaporizhia front in Urikhiv sector, Russian army continuing its attack on Robotino from south and southeast, and also on Verbo side from the west and southwest side, gaining grounds in both the sides. No significant changes towards Pyatikhatki and Guliai Pole direction. In Rimivki salient, positional battle continues around Staromayorsky, no significant changes. Coming to north, in Kupiansk-Swatovo direction, heavy fight continues for Sinkivka and also towards Petropavlovka. No changes, by and large after initial gains. For the Russians, now positional battle has taken place due to Ukrainians' reinforcements and the strong defense line, which could be similar to what we had witnessed earlier in Ugledar direction. Towards Pershotrav-Nivny Kislivka line, Ukrainians made small gains after they launched counterattacks. In Liman direction also, battle line has stabilized after initial Russian gains towards Zerebits river. Positional battle towards Kremina forest and below Horivka, that is Serebryansky forestry, continues. No advance towards Terny for the Russian army. Coming to east, north of Soledar Siversky salient, no changes after Russians withdrew from Spurnoe. However, the Russians have started advancing in Vasily Siversky direction and made some gains. On Bakhmut front, Russians expanded their control zone in Bohdanivka further and also advanced marginally west of Kromov and towards Krasnoye, that is Ivanovsky. In southern flank towards Klishivka, they made some small gains again towards north and northwest of this village. Overall, now Russian army offensive, however, despite some minor gains, has turned into positional battle on Bakhmut front due weather, as there have been no changes also towards Orikho, Vasilivka and Sako Vanzeti directions since few weeks now. On Avdivka front, fight continues for Stepnoe quite heavily without much gains. However, towards private sector near West Water Treatment Plant, they have made gains of almost 300 meters towards east of Divka. However, no gains towards Siverny side. Towards Pirvo-Maisky, some minor gains, however, nothing towards Nevelskoye. Marinka, Russian army is attacking Ukrainian forces from the south and southwest direction. No major changes, however, towards west of its Grigievka, Russians have managed some gains and also towards northeast. Towards Pobeda, fight continues also towards Krasnogorovka, but without any changes. Towards Novomikhailivka, situation is not very clear. You can call it due fog of war. Russian army has withdrawn from southern outskirts because there were no gain and they could not consolidate. But other information says that they have made some advancement. However, positively they have gained something towards the west of this particular village. The weather has its effect towards entire Avdivka as well as on southern side towards Novomikhailivka as well. And because of that, there have been no changes towards Ugledar as well. On interdiction missions, Russians again launched, rather continuing, mass strike across Ukraine. However, with pauses, or rather say breaks in between, as if they are preparing between the two waves of attack. They launch attack Kherson, Kharkiv, Sumy and other directions. In Sea of Azov, Russian Air Force combat posts IL-22 and even one A-50 AWACS were shot down, and it is said that it is because of friendly fire. That means there was some technical mistake in their IFF, that is identification of friend and foe. As far as Ukrainians are concerned, they are continuing their mass shelling towards DPR, Kursk, Belgorod and other directions. Palestine Israel Yemen front, fourth round of US bombing in Yemen was launched, targeting Hodeidah, Sada, Sana'a, Taiz airfields and seaports as well. However, no huge or major damages were reported. IDF continues its ground offensive towards central Gaza, nothing much in north and south, and its shelling and bombing continues all over Gaza airport, including civilian targets and infrastructures. Lebanon border continues to escalate while IDF or police forces of Israel have captured more than 6,000 Palestinians in detention. In the meantime, Turkish army carried out attacks against Kurdish forces in North Syria and made some territorial gains there. American base in Syria was also attacked with missiles and drones. Damages, if any, is not known so far. And even American warship was attacked in Red Sea with missiles, but damage, if any, is not known. And that's the end. Thank you, friends.